Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way for the Fulham versus Manchester United preview. The last dance before the World Cup. So let's hope we can get the big 3 points tomorrow and go into the World Cup confident. Tom, how's things?
Good now. How are things for you?
Good. One more game left. So again, still football, but when Ireland's not in it, it's not going to be an exciting competition at all. You know, Ireland bring the vibe, so and we're not there. So hopefully the Euros, hopefully we're there for the next World Cup. But I wouldn't hold my breath. But Tom, last game for the World Cup. I mean, time has flew. I mean, what could almost say this is half of the season done.
Around that, well, I mean, the fact that the season actually started 3 months ago in August, 3 months, that was the quickest 3 months of my life. I don't know about you, but the time just flew by.
I know,
it's mad to believe, I know obviously there's been a lot of games, obviously, so that kind of make it feel a bit faster because obviously we have to play so much games due to the World Cup. We have to play 2 games a week at least. But my God, that was so fast. And here we are.
I mean,
last game.
I don't know whether it's the right saying for Man United, but time flies when you're having fun. I mean, is that what we're gonna?
No, you've got a point. We have had fun, but it's been a bit of a bumpy road. But it's been overall it's been good. Fair enough, we've had some bad games, but I'm seeing definitely improvement. We've seen obviously some players are doing very good for us. Rashford's improved, Martial's improved, Lisandro Martinez, Luke Shaw, Gio Godallo, Rafael Varane, Casemiro.
Yeah.
7 players there are doing excellent. There's a few other players who are not doing decent enough. Fair enough, there's 1 or 2 that
Garnacho not doing too bad. Wasn't expecting
him
to be playing for us any time this season, but there you have it.
Yeah, I mean, 18 years old, thinks he's doing like absolutely incredible. And then there's other few players as well that are certainly doing okay. One or two that could be improved, but sure, no club is not every player for every club is perfect. But
I mean, Martial, good, but can he stay fit? Is the question.
not for life of him. He can't stay fit, but for the few times he has played this season, he's just been exacting. Like, I mean, he scores. I swear to God, other than the Aston Villa game, he scored or assisted in every game he's played for us. Apart from the Aston Villa game on Sunday, the Premier League one.
Yeah, well, he came on fairly late. You could almost say like 20 minutes to go. I mean, the Villa game on Sunday was more of a setback, but you knew that we were going to bounce back. And we bounced back well. I mean, we came back. I mean, Tom, no, but I mean, we were doing the watch along, so we came back. We were behind twice and we came back and won.
Yeah.
The subs actually did fairly well. I mean, when you brought Alanga on, I was like, oh, Jesus. Then you brought Garnacho came on, and then I think Ericsson came on. Those were subs. I was looking at them going, I was looking at those subs going, do they have to, I mean, Ericsson obviously has the quality. Garnacho, great player, but is he up to spit? Ten Hag proves us wrong again, and he said it numerous of times.
Yeah, no, Ericsson was very good. I guess I think I kind of underestimated. Like I saw when Ericsson came on, he was top notch. He was absolutely just spot on. Like, even like Alanga wasn't bad. Like you obviously you do bring Alanga on during a match. He's one of the more attacking players on the bench. You have to bring him on. I know he's not great, but there's obviously he's going to have the odd good game. He's going to score a few goals. You have to bring him on to at least have him there in case he does. But and then Garnacho, you didn't know about him. He was amazing. Obviously, Casemiro and Martinez didn't play too long, but still solid enough. I mean, they're both brilliant players, like two of the most important players in the team. And yeah, just perfectly great game overall.
Yeah, it was. And I mean, I might do like is it half season? Like I don't want to do like a mid-season review when it's not.
I don't feel it's quite half season, but we're getting there, because we still haven't played Nottingham Forest, yes. We haven't played Bournemouth, yes. There's a few of the clubs we haven't played.
Like how many months is there in the season?
August, September, October, November, December, January, February. Are we doing this season or just in general, like a normal season?
Like how many months is there in this season? Yeah.
Well, there's obviously August, September, October, November. There's obviously no December. Then there's obviously there's December. Sorry, what am I on? There's December. Okay, because we do play at the end of December.
Yeah.
January, February, March, April, May.
So that's how many fingers are there? 6?
No, I'm never trying to get inside. So
January. Hold on. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. What's that? 10?
Yeah. Well, yeah. 9 months in a way, because do you really count August as the first month, if you know what I mean?
It starts kind of at the end of August. It started earlier this year, though.
Yeah, you started with it. This year it was on this. I started on, it was like the 7th.
So I mean, you could almost say it is mid-season.
Yeah.
I thought February was always the mid-season, or January.
Well, it's usually around December and January. But this year it's on we still have to play a few teams for the first time after the World Cup, and we haven't played Nottingham Forest yet, Bournemouth yet. There's a few teams. We haven't played Crystal Palace yet, or Leeds, because those have the Queen's Death. There's definitely some else we haven't played yet. We played all the big teams. We lost to City. We beat Liverpool. We beat Arsenal. We beat Spurs. Drew Chelsea. We played Newcastle. We played who else? I think it's just them 4, but maybe I'm forgetting someone. Maybe I might be forgetting someone.
I mean, who's top 7 now? Like, we think we've played all the top 6, and we didn't do too bad.
Yeah, other than City, we different.
The way Newcastle's playing now, I'm happy that we got a draw against them.
I thought we should have won, but yeah, no, the draw is not bad as well against them, because I mean they drew to City, they beat Chelsea.
Yeah.
They were very unlucky against Liverpool to lose.
Yeah, well, you could say the referee was helping there, but
the referee did help. Yeah, just allowed a fair goal for them and overpaid extra time for them to get a late winner.
Yeah, I mean, it was a Carvalho. I think it was him. Yeah, I just seen there Jacques is he came off with an injury, so I doubt he'd be going to the World Cup. So there's another injury for the Swiss.
these countries will be absolutely punching themselves at like key players like that. Like Xhaka, like was this season's been amazing. Like he's getting injured. Like obviously they're hoping it's probably nothing serious. Like some of these players will be fine for the World Cup, I say now, because they'll probably recover. Like, but my God, like they're going to
stupid. But I mean, Tom, we're coming into tomorrow's game against a team that they're not total write-offs. I mean, last week, you could almost say De Bruyne did whatever he could to get the win, and he literally dived. He did another 2 dives today, and he didn't get out of it because they were blatant. So, I mean, Bruno Fernandes always gets slagged for. I know Bruno, he likes to dive and whine a few times, but remember De Bruyne is also doing it. But Fulham, who are 9th place, 19 points. We have 23 points, so they're 4 points behind us. I mean, I wasn't expecting to be in 9th place, Tom, come the World Cup.
Yeah, Fulham. Like, who's 9th place? Sorry, Fulham. Is it?
Fulham, yeah.
Yeah, they're having a good season. Like how they're having a great season. I mean, drew to Liverpool. A last-minute penalty away from getting a draw against Man City.
You could almost say they got robbed in that game.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I mean they've won a good few games. Like Mitrovic is looking Mitrovic is looking a quality player. And then let me think. What other games have they play? They lost 2 to Arsenal. I mean they gave Arsenal a good run. Arsenal to get 2 goals to beat them.
Yeah.
I don't think they played Chelsea yet. No, they did. No, they did not. That was the game against the Queen's Death.
I think Fulham would really still beat them.
At the minute, yeah, they'll beat them at the minute. Like.
I mean, I suppose when City's form is a bit City's form ain't that good anymore. It's either that or else teams are realising, right, this is how you stop Haaland.
It's a bit sloppy. That's the problem. It's getting a bit sloppy, like because I don't know why. Just like Haaland's out for a few games, they're still a good team. Obviously, it's just a few poor results. I mean, maybe the players' minds are probably in the World Cup because obviously most of their players will be going to the World Cup because of the quality of them. So maybe it's kind of the World Cup on their mind. They're kind of slipping a bit. Like it can happen, Even like big teams can always go through kind of drops like that.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, Fulham have a few decent players. Actually, United, Andreas Pereira, Daniel James as well. I didn't even know he was on loan there. Then you have
Harrison Reed. He's pretty good as well.
Yeah.
He's a Diop.
Carlos Vinicius. He's not bad.
Oh, him strike. Yeah, I've not seen too much from him, but I think he might be okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could say he's more of a target man.
Yeah, but probably Mitrovic. Mitrovic is absolutely unreal.
He's actually out for tomorrow, so it's a more. Yeah, he's out with an ankle injury, I think. So.
Oh yeah, he didn't play against City as well because I remember that. Yeah, I didn't think that'd be that.
So it's a minus for us. It's a minus for Fulham and a big plus for us. So I'm taking it. I'm taking that all day. I mean, I'm glad he's out because if he was there, he's such a good player.
And you also have the defensive midfielder from Portugal, João. He used to play for Sporting Lisbon.
Oh, Palina?
That fella, yeah. He's pretty good here.
Yeah, no, he is good. I mean, they have a good team. Like, I mean, coming into tomorrow's game, I'm not expecting us to get a comfortable win. I'm not. I think we have more quality than Fulham. I mean, well, so do City, and they just about beat them on a penalty. But, I think the Premier League, I don't know whether it's the big teams are kind of forms getting a bit low or, small teams, if you want to say mid-table teams, are just upping their game. Like the Premier League is
a bit of both, but it's a bit of both to say.
Like the Premier League this season, the Premier League's getting tough.
Yeah, but the World Cup has something to do with that, definitely. Like that just happens.
Oh, yeah.
The World Cup is definitely a huge element. All the games we played so fast. There's going to be a lot of it's a roller coaster of a season. Some teams 1 week they'll do amazing, next week a bit like us. 1 week they do amazing, next week they're poor. I mean, I know we've had a good season. We've been one of the better teams in the league by a mile. Like, I mean, we have lost obviously 4-0 and 6-3, which is poor. But then we've defensively this season, other than those 2 games, we've been pretty solid. Like we're looking good. We're improving. Arsenal are improving. Liverpool's going down. City, debate. I wouldn't go debatable. They're probably saying the same.
I wouldn't lie on them. I wouldn't sit on them. City, like
Chelsea are not now. They're going down. It was tough to say with the part of the started up. They're going down. Spurs, yeah, they're. I mean, I know they won today, but I mean, like 4 goals beat Leeds. I mean, no special Leeds or anything, but like they're not the best. I mean, like I know it's a win, but like
4-3 last week as well against Bournemouth.
Yeah, Leeds, but yeah. Leeds are like it's like basketball matches with Leeds. Like
yeah,
like, they're just winning every game for like fair play Leeds. Like they're absolutely mad. I mean, they can attack pretty well, but my God, their defense is just poor. Like they just concede so many goals. I mean, last season they always. I mean, I don't know like what's going to happen to them. I mean, but yeah, no. I mean, Spurs like they're not bad. But I mean, I'm seeing Spurs got expressions. You might know him. He's pretty famous. But my God, I mean, they drew to Chelsea. They lost to us. Lost to Arsenal. They haven't played City yet. Who else? Who's the other one?
Here we talk. Fulham.
They lost to Liverpool, didn't they? Yeah, they lost to Liverpool.
Who?
They lost to Newcastle.
Who?
Spurs.
Yeah, I think it was 2-1. 2-1.
Yeah, no, Wilson chipped him. Larson obviously Miguel Almiron scored. It was
I think Harry Kane. I was watching Harry Kane got a goal from the corner. So a lot of teams are improving. I mean, it doesn't matter how good you are now if you're not up for it in this Premier League season. You're gonna get hurt. It's simple. It's simple. Like if Manchester United don't turn up tomorrow, Fulham are gonna hurt us. It's away, Craven Cottage, small stadium. Atmospheres, I say, when you're an opposition team, it's not an easy atmosphere to deal with. But I'm hoping, a few United fans travel so they can make that. United fans always make their voices heard. It doesn't matter where they go.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, we've beaten away we've been okay. I mean, we have lost 3 games away. But I mean, we beat Everton away. We beat who else we beat away? Jesus. Southampton and Leicester.
Southampton, yeah. Everton.
Yeah, Everton. That's it.
Yeah.
Drew to Chelsea. Yeah, so it could be we're amazing at home. I think we can all be at home. We're absolutely amazing.
Oh no, I agree.
Other than the Brentford match, I think we've won every other whole game of the season. I actually think we have.
I think the only game we lost was Brighton.
Yeah, just Brighton. That's when you came at home we lost the season.
Brighton and Chelsea that. But if you're talking Premier League, it's just Brighton.
Yeah, Premier League. Yeah, no, at home we're amazing. After all time.
Well, I mean, the teams we lost to away, obviously, I'm not saying Aston Villa are a big team, but are big teams. City.
Yeah, I mean the Brentford one,
Brentford,
they were the City one. I know they're a good team, but you don't concede six goals to your rivals. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
For that Brentford, I'm sorry, Brentford. No respect to them, they're a decent team, but that's when we had a poor squad. We played one CDM, a 5'7" lad who's not able to pass or Fred. You also play a certain English centre back who I'm not going to name. You know who he is.
Yeah.
You concede 4 goals in 35 minutes.
Yeah.
4 goals in 35 minutes. That is.
I was doing the watch along for that. I did the watch along for that time. I say nearly everyone felt sorry for me. And Leo, because me and Leo are on torture. Ronaldo, nowhere to be seen. And that's when I thought this season is going to be something else. But then Liverpool game was when it clicked. That was the night, which, I think all of us, when going into that game, we thought, I'd be happy if we lose by at least a goal, and we won by at least a goal. So,
yeah, I mean, that's when kind of he made a few changes. He took out Maguire. I know Shaw's good, but he took out Shaw when he was in bad form. He took out Fred. He put McTominay, Malacia, and he also put on Varane, obviously. Yeah. He played Elanga on the left. I know that, but on the left, he was solid.
Yeah.
Was there someone else that he no, that was it. The rest of the team stayed the same after that. Half time, 1-0 up, looking good. Second half, get a second goal early on. Good counter attack. Martial came on, big impact.
Yeah.
held on Martinez. Martinez had one of the best games for the club. I think he was absolutely exceptional. Everyone was good. To be fair, no one played bad. Everyone had a good game. But some players were just like absolutely fantastic. They treated it like a derby, like a rifle on the line. How we should be treating games like that.
It's a rocky road still. You're gonna meet your bumps on the way to success. You know what
I mean, the only problem with us, we mentioned before multiple times, we just do not have a clinical player, like a goal scorer that's going to score for us every 2 or 3 matches, someone that we know is going to get us a goal. We only have players on the team that score once every 4 or 5 matches, like Rashford, Anthony, Bruno Fernandes, Sancho, even when he does play. And then Martial, but Martial just never plays. Martial will get goals, he just never plays.
It's not like we don't, decide to not play him. His body is like, listen, I'm injured again, so
he's injured too much. And Ronaldo, it's not as good best season.
Well, I mean, Tom, I actually want to talk about this. So you brought it up in just the right, topic, and that he is out for tomorrow. Will we see Cristiano Ronaldo in the United jersey again?
No, we will. We'll see. We'll see him in a jersey again. Whether he leaves in January or not, we'll see him again definitely one more time. But he'll probably play. Could be a few matches before January, and it'll probably take us a while in January to sell him. So he'll play another few matches at least, I'd say.
Yeah. I can all in the chat. Nice to have you here. But yeah, I mean, what I'd love for Ronaldo to turn his career around and start scoring goals, playing well. I mean, our best player at the club ain't showing it. He is our best player, but he's not showing it. I mean, Bruno can play well with and without Ronaldo. I actually thought Bruno played very well. Much. I love Ronaldo. I'm not hating Ronaldo. We all love Ronaldo. He's a United player. United legend. You're always going to get the arguments with the other fans. Well, he is the GOAT. Simple as. But I don't know. I hope he has a good World Cup. I hope he can prove us wrong, like a few players have. A few players have proved us wrong. Martinez, Anthony, Shaw. Yeah, I mean, Varane, a lot of us are kind of ship him off. Rashford. I say we could go.
I suppose Anthony in a way, and even kind of way Casemiro, because I mean, I know he's unreal. But lots of people were saying he was going to be shy for us. I mean, look at him. He's unreal. He's absolutely unreal.
Tomini has had his good, and he has his moments. You know what I mean? He has his moments.
Yeah, we have to accept. He's a good backup, but he is just not that good enough. He's just not that good of a player. I'm sorry, I have to say it. No, I know. Obviously, I do. No respect to him. Obviously, he's.
I agree. No worries, Tom. I agree.
He's got his good moments. I mean, he played very well against Arsenal. He had a few good games there. Shocking against City. Shocking. Scored obviously for us on Thursday. Nice finish. Had a decent enough game overall, I suppose. But yeah, simple as I mean, there's levels. As James Redmond once said, there's levels to this. There's somebody's levels to this, as James Redmond said.
But that goal, a good goal. I mean, it was a simple goal. If he missed it, yeah, sure. Simple as good ball from. I think Garnacho probably got more credit out of that goal than McTominay.
Yeah, it was a perfect cross. It was a decent. It was a finish that had been made. It was a nice finish, but the cross was just perfect, pinpoint perfect. You couldn't have a better cross. And obviously, and also McTominay. Another bad thing with him. Do you remember he nearly scored a really good goal as well? He just turned that in and hit, but it hit the crossbar.
Yeah, I didn't even see that when we were doing the watch along, but then I remember I watched the highlights back and it wasn't far off.
Oh, it was perfect. I mean, you were so unlucky. I mean, then he scored later, so it didn't really.
Then I looked at him. He was actually running to celebrate. But then obviously,
I remember that. Yeah, no, I can't believe it. You think it'd be going in? I mean, he did everything right. It was just a little bit unlucky that hit the crossbar, but. I mean, he does that again. He might be a bit lucky. He might even go in. But yeah, it's just element of luck, really.
That's it. I mean, we move up on to Fulham. It's honestly the last preview until the Burnley game. So that's going to be a month.
Yeah.
So I'm liking how things are going. But the head-to-head, we've played each other 30 times. 6 draws. Everton. Fulham have only won 3 games against us. and we've won 21 games in this head-to-head. So you can tell who the winners are in this head-to-head. At home, Fulham have beat us twice. When we play at home, we beat them 12 times. They've had one away win against us, or Manchester United have had 9 away wins against them. So you can tell who the big favourites are coming into tomorrow's game, Tom. I don't think it's rocket science that we we're the champions of this head-to-head. I think. I mean, I'm gonna obviously check the last time. I think it was nearly. It was a long time ago since Fulham beat Manchester United at Craven Cottage. But I mean, do you reckon we'd be up for it tomorrow? Like, do you reckon I'm not gonna look at this, the head-to-head record and say, lovely. I mean, Aston Villa didn't beat us at their stadium since like 1995, something crazy like that. Last week, Bill. So there you have it. What do you reckon? Do you reckon we should be up for it tomorrow? Do you reckon we know how Fulham are going to shape up, or what can you see happening tomorrow?
It won't be easy. Like, Fulham are an underrated team. Like, they're not going to make it easy for us, but I do think we'll win. Like, I mean, like we have a good squad. A few key players injured. I mean, I don't know if Anthony's gonna be fair, and I hope he is. He'll be a big loss if he's not there. I mean, we have Bruno back. Obviously, he wasn't. I mean, we still have Bruno. We still have some key players there. Don't get me wrong. I do think we can. I do think like we'll win, but like it's not gonna
be simple.
It won't be simple. The Fulham are a decent team. I mean, they've not made it easy for they've drawn to Liverpool obviously, and they've also they've made it hard. I mean, even Man City team that are unstoppable.
They're a good defensive team.
Yeah, no, I mean
but then attacking. I mean, Pereira, he's actually been very good for Fulham this season.
He was poor for us, but he was good for Fulham. I mean, Fulham's like a system that fits him just right. I mean, with us, he just was never really up to scratch. But for Fulham, he is. I mean, because he's scored a few goals for Fulham now. I mean, he's a good player.
He had his moments with us, but he wasn't anywhere near good.
He scored maybe 2, but he scored 1 absolute screamer for us against Southampton.
I was just wanted to mention that. Yeah,
I feel like there was 1 more really good goal. He scored a really good goal against Lask in Europa League.
I remember he scored a pre-season goal. Because we used to always call him pre-season.
Against Brentford. Yeah, the Brentford one. Yeah, he was really good in pre-season, but pre-season and actual league, big difference. And yeah, not just.
Do you remember he used to have a nickname pre-season, Perlo?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was given to him last summer. Now, I mean, he wasn't a terrible player, but now it's just level, just simple levels. He just wasn't really up to the mark.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. But I mean, a bit of team news. Obviously, Mitrovic is out with an ongoing foot injury that could delay his start to the World Cup, so you might see him go to Serbia. Bobby Di Cordova returns after suspension, but Harrison Reid and Kenny Tate are banned for accumulating 4 bookings. So, is that Harrison Reid a fella you're on about?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've only seen barely seen that much Fulham, but he actually does seem decent enough, Harrison Reid. I'm not sure about the telly file. I've not seen him play. I don't. But he's a right back, but I've not seen him play. But yeah, Harrison Reid's not a bad player. That's kind of good. But it's the Portuguese CDM. He's better than them.
Yeah. Manchester United have obviously Bruno Fernandes available after a league suspension, but Diogo Dalot serves a 1-match ban, and Cristiano Ronaldo is a doubt because of illness, and Anthony will have a late test on a pelvic injury, something like that. So that's team news. Go through a few head-to-head facts. Fulham are winless in 14 matches against Manchester United in all competitions since a 3-0 Premier League victory at Craven Cottage in December 2009. So I've got my answer. The last time Fulham beat us at Craven Cottage was 2009. That was 3-0. The Cottagers could equal their longest top flight home losing streak versus a single opponent, 6 against Arsenal and Spurs. I mean, I'm not going to really talk about the rest of them, but I don't know. I'm not cocky. I'm not going into this game in a cocky way. It's Fulham. I wasn't expecting them to be in the top 10 or even proved well. I mean, what's the manager's name? Marco Silva?
Marco Silva, yeah.
Marco Silva, he's doing a pretty good job. I think if you're a newly promoted team and you come up and you're in the top 10 come the World Cup, that's it's something to be proud of. You don't have top quality players like you don't have bloody an Anthony or Bruno or a Rashford or an Martial in the team. If they had, obviously Mitrovic is out, so it depends what they go with there. You usually go with like maybe a 4-2-3-1, a 4-5-1. I watched them play City last week, and it was like a 4-5-1, and but I looked at the lineup that they played against. It was a 4-2-3-1. They had Willian on the wings, and Wilson, the Welsh lad, and then obviously Carlos Vinicius up top. But then Tete is out, Harrison Reed's out. Obviously that Polina fella, I know he's around about there. Did he come from Sporting?
Yeah, Sporting.
Yeah, Sporting. So yeah, I remember that. I know that player alright, so have to keep him. I have to keep a lot of their players quiet because Fulham smell a bit of, if Fulham, sniff a bit of freedom or a bit of a chance, they're gonna take it. So they can't punish us. But I mean, I don't know. The World Cup is coming thick and fast. The last dance, So let's hope we can get the job done. But Tom, can I get your predicted 11?
In goal, I have the hair. Right back, Aaron Saka. Left back, Luke Shaw, and then I think it's going to be Maguire, Martinez. And then 2 CDMs, I'd say Casemiro and Eriksen on the left, Garnacho, Bruno at cam, Rashford on the right, and Martial up top.
Yeah, I mean, mine's the hating goals. Wan-Bissaka. Will it be Lindelof? Or I'm gonna go Lindelof or Martinez. That could change, but Lindelof, Martinez, Luke Shaw left back. Simple as he literally got a break on Thursday against Aston Villa. Midfields, Casemiro and Eriksen, simple as. Bruno Cam, Garnacho on the left, Rashford on the right, and Martial up top. So I think the only difference there, Tom, is you have Maguire, I have Lindelof. So I think it's basically. I think the only thing that people have their differences on is centre backs, and I hope Ten Hag doesn't put Lindelof right back, because then you could say that. Then you can actually turn around and say, well, then you're gonna have to play Sancho on the right wing, because you're not, you can't play Garnacho. You have to kind of have Wan-Bissaka. I'd actually like to see Wan-Bissaka start tomorrow, Tom. I don't know about you, but I'd like to see what he can do.
Yeah,
it's been a while since we've seen him play.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think he'll do too much, because he's completely an opposite player that fits that system. Like, he's not attacking good enough. But
he's brutal.
No, you have to give him a game. You have to give him a game. You have to let him have a chance. Obviously, I do agree with that. Like, but I doubt he'll be doing much in the attack. I'd say he'll be gone next summer.
If not January, he's gone anytime soon. Next month or so, he's gone. Where will he go? Will it be Palace? It depends. I don't think he's going to go worldwide. I think he's going to stay in England. Or maybe go Championship. It depends. Maybe, God knows. But he has to save his career before.
Championship. I don't think it'd be that bad. Like, I'd say probably I'd say Palace or like a mid-table 1.5 team around that.
There's another team interested in him. Not sure who it is now, to be brutally honest with you. But yeah, he has to save his career though, because it's not going well. The law has cemented his position there. That's why we need to bring in a competition for the law. Could it be a Dumfries? Could it be a Frimpong? Just once you're good attackingly and defensively, happy days. That'll do nicely. But I mean, it depends. January, will we sign anyone? God knows. Let's hope we have no long-term injuries when the World Cup ends. Varane, let's hope he's back. And a few other lads who hopefully Anthony's back, and Sancho. Was Sancho available? I'm not sure. Anthony, God knows. But we'll find out tomorrow anyways. But that's our predicted 11 of what the team is basically going to go, because I can't see Anthony starting tomorrow, even if he is available. But Tom, the main one, me and Ryan once again got the same score predictions. I texted him earlier on, so do you have it? What are you going with, Tom? What's the score prediction for tomorrow's game, and goal scorers as well?
I'm actually just going to go 1-0 United.
So, yeah. I mean, obviously I didn't go 1-0, but I'll take it. Honestly, I'll take it. Goal scorer? Martial. Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1. It's Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, and that Vinicius guy, Carlos Vinicius. So it's going to be an interesting game, Tom. The match starts at 4:30 tomorrow, so we'll be live not too long before that, anyways. But Tom, any final thoughts? Anything you want to say about the match, or maybe the people watching, anything like that? Final thoughts?
I think I've said all I'd say, to be fair. But gonna be a tough match. Last one. Let's hope we make it a good one. And yeah, best of luck. That's all I have to say.
That's it. And yeah, I mean, God knows what we're gonna do during the World Cup. We obviously still have content there, so with it, not sure what, but we'll sort something out anyways, because there's the other football scientists sort to that as well if you haven't already. People watching that. But yeah, I mean, not a long preview, but I think we said what we had to say, Tom. To be honest, I don't think we've I'm missing there. But whatever happens with tomorrow, if you had to rate our season so far on a scale of 1 to 10, what would it be? I'll probably throw you on the spot there, but what would it be?
I would say, I know this is where I'm going to go 6.75, like 6 and 3/4.
Yeah.
It's nearly, I don't know, I'm just not quite going to give it a 7. Just not quite.
I'll give it a 6.5. Simple as.
Yeah, it's been good. There's been improvement, but there's still that little bit that we need to improve on. But we're certainly making progress. You cannot deny that. We're making progress.
If you're in the top 4, you'd probably give it a 7 or more. But
yeah, it's close. It's just not quite there. Not quite close though.
Yeah, just it's a much bigger improvement than last season. I mean, where were we this time
100%.
last season? I think we were close to sacking Ollie around this time last season. We were, underwater because we were in trouble. So Ralph Rangnick came in, bit of low. Last season was such a roller coaster, honestly. Last season actually gave me a headache. But yeah, Tom, thanks for joining me once as always. Always nice to have you on. Watch along will be tomorrow, so I'll be there for that one. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Like, comment, hit that subscribe button, follow our socials, and come on, United. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good one.